So guys, it hit us down here in Central Texas. We got a little cold weather. I'm driving through the pasture right here, so don't worry about why I ain't got my seatbelt on or none of that. Current temperature is about 28 degrees. Got a little sleet, little ice. This just really shuts down Central Texas completely. You know, they were already canceling school this morning. It wasn't even icy on the road. You know, you get into town and like businesses are closed. Nobody's doing anything. You know, you go into the grocery store and like everything is gone and wiped out because we're going to be in this frozen in for the rest of the winter. You know, probably today's Tuesday, probably Thursday, it'd probably be 85 degrees here. I don't know, I hadn't looked at the weather, but that's the way it goes around here. Alright guys, so I made it home. Me and Clarence are going to go around, bust water troughs, make sure they're all freed up and running, and we're also going to move the lambs that we've got cut off in here. We're going to put them in here with the rest of the lambs that are over here, and we're going to open the pen up where they're at so that the ewes can get up to that blue water trough right there and water better. So we're going to get that done. Y'all come along with us. So Clarence, what are you going to do right now? What are you going to do right now?
Open the gate so
If it's froze, what do you do if it's froze? Give it a couple good kicks. Harder. Put your back into it like you mean it. If I'm going to get in a fight, I want to get in a fight with you because you can't kick. You didn't kick hard enough to do nothing. Shake it back and forth real hard. Now try it, see if it's come undone. Now try it, see if you can get your chain, your link out of there. Did you bring a hammer? There you go. Alright, so push that around that way. And then go in there and grab that panel and walk it back, and I'll bring this gate around. Open that gate and run them out. Don't watch Ruby behind you. This one broke loose. Cagney and Lacey are going to come out, but we'll just have to let them out for a little bit so that we can give these ewes right here a chance to get up to this water trough and drink. Come on, little lambs. Pepper, get out of the hole. All right. Now we'll shut this gate over here, and we'll fix these. We'll unhook these. Probably just unhook this panel right here and open it up where they can all come in. So guys, we're fixing to put some hay out for these sheep. We're going to unroll a round bale for them, or part of a round bale. Clancy just put out these square bales back here behind us. We just put out one square bale for the little ewe lambs that we've got weaned. And is it cold, Clance?
Yes.
For us old Texas boys, I think the temperature right now is about 28 degrees. That's cold for us, huh? It'd be warmer if you had some clothes on. What do you got on under your coveralls? He just got his pajamas on. He's getting cold now. So, all right. A little bit slick, not too bad. I got a smile out of him. He's having fun there. So, all right, so we're pulling up to the barn here. We're gonna go in. Clance is gonna start on the little lambs, Rama lamb and Black Hetty. Them boys right there are ready to eat, ain't they, Bub?
Uh-huh.
So the bottle that he mixed up for them, he's gonna take them over here. You just can't escape those little guys. And you see here's Cagney or Lacey. Which one's that, Bub?
I don't know which one's which.
Where's the other one at?
At the house.
No, I think they ran out here.
Oh, I don't know then.
Here's old Bigfoot, our six-toed cat. You see those? That's what we affectionately call her Bigfoot. You can guess why. The hay we put out last night, you can see over there, the sheep have all kind of bedded down on it, found them a good spot to lay down. The steers, let's take a look at them on this cold morning. Oh, Nala and one of the kitties are playing here. Get this gate open. There we go. Here's our ram. We sold a couple of rams that I just didn't like as well as I do him. And we're not going to need them until probably around May, probably. So there's no reason to keep them on the feed bill for any, or having them eating grass when we don't need them. So probably there'll be a special sale coming up sometime here in March. Well, there'll be some more rams from the people we like to buy from. So we'll buy us a couple of rams in. That way we can have enough to breed our ewes. I like to run about one ram for every 20 ewes or so, 15 to 20 ewes. So we'll probably buy 2 at least, maybe 3 more rams. But got a little ice here on the fence. Y'all hear that dove? Dove have a very distinct sound when they fly, when they take off like that. But here's one of the steers, and one. Only got 2 of them left from our Clancy's commercial steer project. So we took the others to the locker plant. We'll be doing a video on that in the coming weeks and stuff to show y'all what's going on with them. But we added this wind block over here this summer, that wooden wind block. I think those steers have really appreciated that. It's a good spot where they can get the north is basically right that direction right there. So it's a good spot to get out of the wind and the weather right there, along with getting under the barn here. So yeah, well, let's get everybody taken care of. Our Miracle waterers, I really like these water troughs, guys. It's been below freezing for basically 2 days. Not super bad. I mean, just 27, 28 degrees. But this morning. We hadn't even been out here. I mean, not much ice at all. Over here, they've already licked through it on this side. So we'll go ahead and scoop it out some just to make sure it's good and kind of get some warmer water running in there. I don't know what Izzy's growling at over here. She's messing with these sheep. This little one's in here thinking she's doing something. Hope that ram don't get after her. He rolled one of them last night. They got too close to his feed. The Angoras, this kind of weather don't really bother them much. They're pretty insulated. Wouldn't you like to have a big old coat of hair on you like that to keep you warm? They're looking good. This little nanny right here won't be long, maybe another couple weeks. She should be kidding, having her baby. So hopefully we'll get some of that for you guys. But yeah, just a cold little day here in Central Texas. So we're gonna, well, look at this. Look at this. I had my house shoes on this morning walking around in there, and I forgot to put my boots on to come out here. What a goober. Y'all don't tell nobody, all right? Just be between us. Good thing everything's froze because there won't be much sticking to it. So I'm going to set the camera up over here and get to work since Clance is over here feeding. He's going to be acting like I ain't doing my part. So they about got their bottles sucked down. Those little tails working. Boys, what you boys are doing? You know what we're gonna do here. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Bob?
Yes, sir.
Lefty, quit chewing on me. Quit. Good jacket. This guy right here is a total pest. He's over here chewing on my jacket, trying to pull it off of me while I'm trying to get his water bucket out. So I'll show y'all right quick. So even though the temperatures are really cold, if you're out of the wind, it's not too bad. This water bucket's froze up here yesterday, but the water down in the bottom is still thawed basically. But we can't knock it out, so
Knock it out?
Yeah, knock it out. That'll bust you. That can bust your bucket, but go ahead. So, Clarence is we're gonna knock all that ice out of those buckets, and the reason we do that is because even though that water is not frozen, it's still really cold, and those animals, they don't really like to drink it that much when it's that cold, just like you wouldn't want to if it's cold outside like this. But we go through the water trough and we'll fill them up out of this water trough, and that water's going to be, you know, after we get that first little layer sloshed out of there, then that water that's coming out of the ground is going to be a whole lot warmer than it is in these buckets. So we'll just go ahead and dip some water in out of the water trough. That keeps us from having to haul water out here from the house, and gets the animals, they drink it a lot better. So we'll get a little footage of that. Frank is just using a feed scoop there and you can see we're just going to fill it up. We're going to fill it about halfway up. Here you go. Do this one while you're over. Knock it out and fill it back up. We're only going to fill it about halfway up because we just want to give them what they're going to drink here this morning, and we'll water them again this evening. That's all good. Hear that water trough running, filling up. You get that one, I'll grab this one. And we'll head back to the stalls. There's that one. I'll latch your gate for you. Put that one up.
I was gonna go get the other one. Don't latch that gate because we haven't fed them yet.
Okay, I'll start feeding them. Pepper being mean to a puppy over there. Did y'all hear the puppy whining? All right, I'm gonna get started on the feeding. So the pasture where Steely, the old gray horse, is at, that water trough freezes in no time. It's an old concrete water trough. I really don't. It served its purpose when I first bought it, but I'm going to get rid of it and replace it with a good one that doesn't freeze up as easily. The tank's about dry, so it froze pretty quick also. So we're going to get a bucket of water and haul to her and get her some water in her, and take her some hay too. Come on, Mama, get up here out of the way.
The concrete one.
You little fat butt up here. Little short-legged thing. You hear, guys? That's what we just found. Right in here. That's a brand new baby right there. This one right here. The Pepper just snatched afterbirth. That's what Izzy was barking at over here. She was wanting to get that afterbirth, and that ewe lamb, you wasn't going to let her get it. But brand new baby right there. Well, it just goes to show how resilient animals are. I mean, be born out here when it's that cold and
Dad.
Survive. Yes, sir. Hey, that can break that. Don't hit that like that.
Oh.
So just like we did on the other side, we're going to clean this up. We got to go do the steer pen too. after we feed Steely, we'll come in that back gate down there. I don't know
You gotta carry something. What do you
I'll
want
carry
to
the
carry?
water.
Okay.
I don't know if I showed you all this or not when we put that other water trough in. But so the way these waters work is the water comes up from inside the trough, and then the float and everything's under this lid. So there's a little compartment in there that holds water. And then as the stock drinks out of here, this hole back here, as the level goes down, the float drops, and then the water runs in from there and fills up to whatever level you set your float at on the inside. So works pretty good. I've seen some guys, you know, not really like this style of water trough up north where it gets really, really cold for a long time. But here where we're at in Central Texas, it works pretty good for us. You know, our frost line is like barely 12 inches. I mean, we don't even, I mean, if you bury something 12 inches in the ground, you're good. It's not going to freeze in the ground. You know, it might freeze at your hydrant or something like that, your faucet, but it ain't going to freeze in the ground, you know. So just a little bit about our area. All right, here's old Steely out here in the pasture. We're gonna ease up on her and give her this bucket of water and give her some hay too. Come on, Steels. Come on, Steely.
Izzy, get.
Bring that bucket over here. Izzy, go on and get. Y'all get. Come on, Steels. Now I know what a lot of y'all are gonna say, she looks pretty poor. Well, she's about close to 30 years old. I mean, she gets all she wants. She got liquid feed, she got hay, she got grass. She just old, guys. This was Kylie's old goat tying horse, and she's been turned out for a good while now. But we'll just back off, and she's not wild or anything, but she don't want to get caught. So there we go. She's ready for some water there. We'll let her drink it, and we'll take our bucket back with us and bring her some more later when we come out. We come out and feed and water again. Right here, I want to talk to y'all a little bit about our buggy here. This Can-Am. This is our first Can-Am we've had. Been really impressed with this little ride. It's got lots of get up and go, and you don't really realize how useful and handy one of these things are until you get one and you realize you use it every day. I mean, I could almost, if I didn't have to go to town for anything, I could have that instead of a pickup and be very satisfied. I mean, when I come out of the house, I'm going to jump in it unless I got to have my pickup or something. I'm going to pull a trailer or something, or if I need to feed with my cake feeder, I'm going to bring my pickup. But for just checking stuff, these buggies are the best thing there is. These little, you know, side by side, whatever you call them. Really like the Can-Am so far. Only had it about 6 months, but really liking it so far. This is a must-have too. The windshield. We got this one that these are vents that you can open up, so in the summertime you shouldn't have to pull your windshield out. You can just open those vents and let it some air in. We got a little roof here. Got this little felt liner inside, kind of keeps it quiet. And I had a friend of mine give me this back glass that's made for these things, and it seems to be doing good too. I thought it would trap a lot of dust in there, but it doesn't. It pretty well lets it come and go. So there you go, Steels. She drank down that bucket. We'll bring another one back here in a little while. Get her filled back up. So, see, guys, this is that concrete water trough I was telling y'all about. I mean, it does good for watering large numbers, but man, it freezes in no time flat. Plants wanted to come up here and bust it for fun, he said.
Oh.
Yes, we should probably be using an axe for that, but those hammers work good up in those water troughs at the house and buckets up there. So let's just see how deep's the ice on it. Can you tell? Not really. About 3 inches or so. Yeah, when concrete gets cold, it's just cold. It's not a big fan of that water trough. I mean, it does great in the summertime, not so much in the winter. Plus, it needs to be, it's designed, let me show you. It's actually designed to be plumbed in from the bottom, and then the float just floats on the top, and the valve is underneath it. But I didn't do it that way because I knew it was going to freeze and bust, and I'd have to be fixing it. So I've got it plumbed in on the side over here. We've got a cutoff down in the ground there that we cut off. I just stuff a pillow down in there. You know, it's about 20 inches deep. I just stuff a pillow down in there to kind of trap that ground heat, and then we got that rock on the top to keep anything from pulling it out. So yeah, it'll thaw out here in a day or two. Probably tomorrow it's going to be up in the 40s. It'll thaw out. We'll hook it back up, turn it back on.